Okay, so today I'm going to be doing analysis of Wizzy versus Armada in DreamHack Grand Finals. So, yeah. Wizzy strikes FD game 1. Uh, he likely struck FOD in Dreamland. I'm not sure, like, what is the best choice of where to go game 1. FD is a risky pick because obviously you can get chain grabbed. While Dreamland, like Armada's DI is really good, and you'll see him live for ages. So Dreamland can be more mentally taxing and more of a grind, but then obviously you don't get chain grabbed. So maybe FOD somehow, but I doubt it. Uh, so yeah, it seems like FD or Dreamland seems to be the starting pick against Peach, but then I don't know which is best between them. Just then, Wizzy did a. He just did like a nair in front of Armada when Armada comes in with the vote cancel aerial. So he spaces his nair to where Armada was, so that if Armada tries anything in place, like Armada right now he tries to jab, or if he tried to do like an aerial, or if he tried to do a dash attack or something like that, maybe not a dash attack, but if he shielded, then nair is going to give Wizzrobe an advantage. And the only way that Armada can, like, maybe dash attack would have worked to stuff Wizzy, or Armada could have dashed back after the aerial. But then, after dashing back after the aerial, Peach isn't going to be able to, like, whiff punish Falcon's nair effectively, or it's mainly going to be a pseudo whiff punish, which is going to try to punish what happens afterwards. Okay. So I was talking to Wizzrobe about this recently. I think when you get grabbed, you should just DI to center stage and then take the nair. So Wizzy does eventually get to like 80% and then he just takes the up for an air. But he's not at the center of the stage right now. So Armada makes sure to hit him to the closest side next to the edge so that he can't survival DI and get ledge. So this forces Wizzy to have to recover with his up B. Or well, he tried to double jump sweet spot. He tried to double jump to ledge, but Armada put out a lingering dare to cover that. Yeah, so if Wizzy was more in like the middle of the stage, then Armada would have had less time to be able to set up the edge guard or whatever. Also, Wizzy would have just been closer to the ledge, so he would have more potential for mix-ups. Right now, he pretty much has to double jump to the ledge, up B, or air dodge on stage, or come down with like a falling weak knee. The falling weak knee, the thing that F2J does quite a lot. Well, I think F2J and Bed did it, but yeah. I think that was meant to be an instant up there by Wizzy. Peach down air doesn't hit. Peach float down air does not hit a really well sweet spotted Falcon double jump sweet spot to ledge. So Peach has to sort of like either grab ledge or go off to try and cover that. Or if she's got a turnip, then she can do some stuff with that. So if Wizzy could have just sweet spotted against the down air batter. Oh yeah, also I noticed recently that when Armada, because it's common for peaches to go off stage between stocks with a turnip, and then they'll throw the turnip back in, and then they'll do a float council fair or something, and then they do this to run out uh, your intangibility between stocks. So I've noticed that Wizzrobe has been doing like double jump nair, so that the second hit of nair comes falling down. And I've been thinking the reason he does this is because the second hit of nair, it lingers far more than the first hit does. And regular short hop nair, they can throw the turnip between the hits, or they can come in with with a properly spaced aerial. But if you do the double jump falling nair that Wizzy does between stocks, then you can cover the turnip with that, and depending on how close Peach is, you can sometimes hit her, or you can just potentially threaten her. I'll have to lab it, so actually I'm just going to make a note quickly about that. Just on some things I noticed that I want to lab. So test, instant, double jump nair, second hit lingers, versus Peach, stock stall off stage. Okay. Armada just power shielded down smashed that. I'm wondering whether Wizzy got out his jab in time. Oh no, he power shielded, but then he crouch cancelled the jab that Wizzy does. So Wizzy could have potentially done a dash back, or if the knee was lower, then he could have grabbed. But yeah. Yeah, DIing to ledge like that is pretty risky because Peach can do this dash attack, throw dash attack near ledge. And after that, if you DI in, she can just do this back air into nair. So if you're gonna DI to ledge, you want to DI this dash attack away, which puts you off stage, which is still a pretty bad position. So overall, it's just not that good a position. I can't really think of anything you could do against the dash attack, but I guess I'll test anyway. But I've already tested it a bit. Upper dash attack near ledge. But yeah, it's pretty hard position. But Wizzy almost always DIs in like this, and that just makes it free for Peach to get an aerial and then an edge guard from there. Okay. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure you can play far more reactively against a Peach on ledge. Especially considering she's above 100, so all of her standard get-out options are going to be fairly reactable. And if she does a tournament winner, then you can pretty much just up air her now. So it's only like when they start doing some of her more technical ledge options that it becomes more difficult. But yeah, I don't have much to say on that. Yeah, full hop upper. It's far easier to connect. Well, at a certain percent, short hop. I talked about this with Wizzrobe before, but short hop. I would have down thrown there. Wizzy uses up throw far more than I do against Peach. I think up throw is strictly worse in most situations. Like right here, if you did a down throw, she DI'd away. So if you did a down throw, then you can get a double up air, and Peach is lower then, so the edge guard is far easier. While right now you get an up throw, up air, and then because he DI'd away, you want to just do a falling up air after that. But like, I'm pretty sure down throw would have just been better in that position. That was interesting. I think he read that Armada was going to do a full hop turnip throw, so he did a double jump nair, an instant double jump nair to catch him. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, so I think Wizzy was at too high percent to double stick DI off and up air. So I think that attack roll was fine. Especially since Armada went for a nair on it, which you can pretty much always just ASDI down. And then once you ASDI down, if you're at high percent, then you can fast fall immediately, so that you can land on stage, which is something that S2J is really good at, and something you can do to survive certain moves like spacey back airs, or in this case, Peach Nair, for super long without having to go off stage. I don't think the down throw regrab there was a true combo, but Peach has to be frame perfect to get out anyway. At least I think so. I didn't test whether she has to be frame perfect. I just tested with her being frame perfect. Wizzy isn't as good at covering Peach mistech options as he is against other characters. Like, he drops them quite a lot. The reaction grabs when Peach does a get up option from mistech, and it costs him quite a bit. Maybe it's just something he should practice more. Right there, Armada went down near the ledge. Wizzrobe could have double jump sweet spotted, like I said earlier. Double jump sweet spot, if you do it like perfectly, Peach can't down air it without going off stage. So double jump sweet spot there would have worked, but Wizzy went for a riskier option, perhaps predicting that Armada would go off. I'm not sure if she can do that if your hack stash is fast enough. I don't think she can, but when it's not as fast as possible, they can do that to try and call you out. The hack stash double jump, I mean, not just the hack stash. What percent was Armada at? Okay. He could have up aired here, or he could have, as in dash short hop up air, or he could have Regrab wouldn't combo, so he should have either short hop up aired or did the dash instant double jump nair. But he struggles with that quite a bit against Peach. It's pretty hard on the no DI. He goes for the regrab, but it doesn't do combo. I'm pretty sure he could have double stick DI'd off here. Yeah, 40%. If he did C stick down and control stick to the left, this would have definitely been a double stick DI off on the up air. Even though Peach was facing the wrong way, which makes it last less time. Yeah. Yeah, up air. Yeah, so just now Wizzy should have DI'd to where my mouse is at the corner of the platform, and then did attack in place, and then double stick DI'd to the right, so that when Armada went for the up air attack chase, he could have double stick DI'd off. When you do this tack roll, it lets Armada react to it like he does, and then he can just down smash or grab the tack roll on reaction, and then you get comboed far harder. I assume Wizzy might have been trying to downbeat into the turnip, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so what percent was Armada at? 27. Up air, I'll check really quickly. So 27%. Oh wait, yeah, short hop on no DI. Short hop up air will combo from 21%. So Armada was at 21. So Wizzy could have comboed off this up air. So down throw up air, and then when Wizzy didn't auto cancel off the up air, but that means that only wastes one frame if you're perfect. I'm gonna check to see frame by frame if Wizzy's up air was frame perfect. So it looks like he's wasting a few frames in wait, which is pretty bad. 2, 3. Yeah, so his up air was not frame perfect. He wastes 2 frames in his jump animation, which is actually pretty bad. I know Wizzy said he would try to learn the instant up air method I use. I don't think he's implemented it by now. But that up air was not frame perfect. If you do a frame perfect up air and delay the fast fall by 1 frame, then it'll auto cancel, and that gives you the best possible frame advantage to get a combo. There was quite a bit about this that Wizzy did wrong. He was in wait for a few frames after the down throw, and he didn't get a frame perfect up air. Like with the method I use, I pretty much always hit frame perfect up airs because it's pretty easy. So I hope Wizzy just like learns to use the method I use. because just moving your hands fast enough isn't really viable, because like just shown, Wizzy didn't get a frame perfect up air, and it can make a difference. But like, I don't think that comboed even. But if you do it properly, then you can definitely combo. I think Wizzy should have done a up air after the first up air, but instead he goes for the short hop and air. If Armada SDI'd up, then that would have been the end of the combo, which is why I think up air would have been better. And then depending on their DI from the up air, you can still combo from there. Like 21% all the way to like 45 is like really good percent range for down throw up air combos, just because it can combo regardless of DI into at least a few hits into a good situation. Like you can get a down throw up air into up air, and then if they DI that away, they're off stage. If they DI in, you get more up airs or a knee or whatever. But yeah. I think Wizzy might have been able to get the edge guard there. That was interesting. I don't have much to say about it, but it was cool. Yeah, Wizzy's doing that run-off double jump up air a lot to cover Armada, like trying to fast fall in his up B and go to ledge. Parasol clipped Wizzrobe. Up air. Okay, yeah, you had to tag chase just then. I'm not sure whether that's even possible, whether that was just stadium jank. Test, is there a spacing where Peach can dash attack and pull back to avoid shield grab? Maybe if Wizzrobe had like done the shield grab earlier, or maybe it might have just been like stadium lip jank. But either way, that's pretty weird. I have no idea where he lost his jump. And I don't think he did either. It looked like Armada was trying to catch Wizzrobe's landing with the get up attack from ledge. You can crouch cancel punish that get up attack from ledge like super hard, or you can time aerials around it, like. But yeah. I don't understand why Wizzy did an up throw there. That was really bad percent for an up throw. Because he's at 21%, you're not going to get anything more than one up air off of this. While down throw, like in my flowchart, it says from 21% you can combo off of down throw up air. So I disagree with this up throw quite a lot. Up throw up air might be better there than knee, because knee puts them so high with good DI that, like, right now, Armada is able to recover really high, which is typically the hardest to cover. While if Wizzy did an up air and Armada DI'd in, then he can go off for another up air. If he DI'd away, or slight away, then Armada has to recover low, which is far easier to cover than this high recovery. So if they DI in on your down throw at ledge, I think up air might actually be better unless the knee will kill. After that dash back just then, I think Wizzrobe might have been able, after this dash back by here, I think he might have been able to do like either a pivot or a dash back in and do a short hop up here. But pivot, probably a pivot just because Armada clipped his dash back in with the down air. Wizzy got the instant double jump nair just now on the no DI. Armada was at 14%, so Wizzy could have comboed, could have re-grabbed off of the down throw, but he goes for the instant double jump nair just because it's hard to keep track of percents and whatnot. But he hasn't moved forward enough. You want to dash further and fade in more, especially after the nair. So Armada is able to just DI or SDI away on the nair to avoid it. That can be gotten around by doing a further dash, which Wizzy didn't do. Wizzy is making it really hard for Armada. Yeah, Wizzy tried the pivot up air just there, but Armada was slightly too high for the short hop. Yeah, so Armada went for the down air that he often does to try and catch, because it lingers a lot. So he tries to catch Falcon double jumping down, uh, and trying to horizontally sweet spot ledge, which he can't cover from on stage. Unless, yeah, he can't cover from on stage. But then this weak knee pretty much just goes above it, goes above the down air hitbox, so it will hit Armada. Yeah, I think that was way too high percent, and he didn't have the stage space to combo off of that down throw. So I disagree with that tech roll. Like I said earlier, you want to tech in place, because if Armada was reacting perfectly, then he wouldn't have up aired this tech roll. He would have double jump land, grabbed it. So Wizzy should have teched in place near the corner and then double stick DI'd off. How the hell did Armada avoid that grab? So he gets near into up air. Again, I'm gonna check to see how like frame perfect his up airs are, because it's like it's a pretty big deal for Falcon. So again, he's missing 2 frames from his short hop. So if this up air didn't combo by like just a little bit, then it would have been because. Well, that's not really. So like Peach, it looks like she's getting out of hit stun, but I don't think she would have had time to air dodge or anything, maybe. But either way, you just want to have frame perfect up airs. Wizzy does a late-ish up air, and then he L cancel landing instead of auto cancels it. And then he tries to grab, but what does Armada do? Armada tries to nair out, and the nair landing puts him beneath Wizzrobe's grab, which is really weird. Again, I don't agree with up throw there. If Armada, it puts them higher, so their recovery is better, and also you can down throw double up air near ledge as well. There's no reason to up throw, I think. Up throw is really niche in comparison to down throw in this matchup. At least I think. I'm not sure why Wizzy goes for up throw so much. Maybe he thinks it's easier, but I think down throw is just fine. I got a really bad cough, by the way. Yeah, so Wizzy went for the down throw knee, but then Armada air dodged out, and Wizzy could have reacted to the air dodge with an up air, but he messed up. I'm sure there's something Wizzy could be doing to edgeguard Armada better, but I'm not really sure about it myself. Okay, if Wizzrobe was faster, that would have true comboed. I think he was just way too slow. Uh, when when Armada did that get up down smash and Wizzy ASDI'd down on the first hit so that he could DI the second hit better. When you ASDI down first hit of Peach down smash when she edge guards with it, can you AMSA tech the second? Because that means that you don't have to go off stage and you can just recover. And I mean, you don't have to recover, rather. Mm. That should be it. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.